I was sitting here thinking. So, in American history, the people who've always been the most difficult to, like, run propaganda on, or hell, even like geologically infiltrate, has been like Southern people, right? Even in other countries, like in Germany, what they always say, they said they're trying to infiltrate our countrymen, right? So if you look at the way everything is right now in America, look at the Civil War, for example. Where's the first place the motherfuckers drove boats to via the river? Nashville, Tennessee. The heartland. Well, if you want to infiltrate the heart of the country these days, you have to have people that integrate within those kind of people to infiltrate it. You have to like sneak in. You have to dress like whoever you're trying to infiltrate. You have to act like them. You have to mimic what they're doing. You have to mimic everything about them. Country folks are the hardest kind of people to mimic because nobody actually wants to do what country folks have to do to live and survive. You don't even have to go that far with it. Acting like a country person just for country music is a hard thing to do. It's actually hard for these motherfuckers to act country. They all think they're doing a good job, but they're not. If you ask me, country folks are more like a tribe than they are a stereotype. I think people who are not country have tried to make it a stereotype for their political or beneficial gain. And you can see it. It's like right out in front of our faces. A musical example is Maren Morris or Luke Combs. Like, Maren Morris says she's country, and you can check her country cred because there's a picture of her holding a guitar when she's 10 years old. That doesn't count. I'm sorry. Luke Combs, his example is, he'll use our flags and symbols to get rich, but he'll denounce it as soon as somebody says something about it because he's a pussy. Politically, you can see it when you see stuff like, for example, when Hillary Clinton changes her accent when she's speaking to people in the South. And she's like, "Hey, y'all, what y'all doing?" So with that being said, I ask myself, well, how long has this, like, I guess, mental war? Well, I guess it's half physical war and half mental war been going on against country folks. Well, at least since the Civil War. Then you got to ask yourself, is it still going on? Well, yeah. That's why propaganda, every time, look at the past 10 years. Taking down Confederate monuments to try to piss off country folks. These actors showing up places and burning flags. It's not even the original flag, by the way. But what does that do? That gets country folks to really start following a false history about themselves. Because you got to think, why do they do that? Because country folks don't have time to be on the internet all the time. Country folks don't know what's going on in pop culture because, well, quite frankly, they don't care what's going on. They care about what's going on in their yard, and that's it. So, but you got to look at both sides. Now, what's the good part of being secluded and not knowing pop culture and all that? Well, you're preserving your gut instinct. You are more likely to spot somebody who's full of shit than not. You're more likely to guide somebody in the right direction when someone's trying to trick you on something. Our way of life is not poisoned yet. to a certain degree. Which brings me to another point. What do they say about folks from the Bible Belt? They say, oh, these are Bible thumping, church going, whatever. Not really. Hell, a lot of country folks don't even go to church. A lot of country folks will tell you, I don't have to read the Bible and I don't have to go to church to see God. Because they're outside with them every day. Another weird fact is, if you look up people who study like language and accent origin and all that, you'll find out that the Southern accent is, I'm pretty sure, the oldest accent that exists to this day. And it comes from a blending of 3 different languages and accents that came over here and lived with each other. But look what they do in modern times. Oh, look, these Southerners don't know how to talk. They talk like idiots and yada yada yada. Actually, we talk in a conjunctive language that, once again, is the oldest. So, actually, no, we don't talk like idiots. We talk like old world life. Now, not just talking. When a country person is talking to you about something they care about, you can tell they're telling the truth. You can feel they're telling the truth about how they talk. It don't sound like it's read off of a script or a teleprompter. And you can feel the emotion in what they're saying. Well, that's funny, because they don't want any real country people in country music. Why? Because they're going to sing and tell you about something that matters, that could change your mind on things in the world. And they don't want them doing that. They want the country people to hear someone who is keeping your brain just in neutral. Well, what do you know? Country people are not, Country people are not neutral people. We know what side we're on. And when you fall over a country person and become their enemy, well, you're forever the enemy. There ain't no givesies backsies. There ain't no, oh, you stabbed me? Well, it's okay. We can just be friends and you can stab me again. Don't work like that. But here's my question. Why? Why does all this happen? Because most people sit here and wait for a climax of a story or talking point when someone is saying this, what I'm saying right now, and then they call them a conspiracy theorist. Well, I simply just don't know. Because you got to think, if they'll lie about our war generals in the past, and they'll lie about public speakers from the South, why are they still lying about dominant Southern people, even in music? See, that's why AI is a problem for some of these motherfuckers, because right now, I'm not biased and just collecting data. Let's take myself, for example, okay? I'm a dominant Southern person in music, whatever you want to call it. Well, it seems the music industry's goal is to get rid of my ass lately, right? For what? Why? Why is there this dude from up north being like, dude, fuck Upchurch, and he ain't doing rapping, he ain't credibility? Like, what the fuck? Like, what? Like, I'm just wondering, like, why don't you mind your own business, you know? And you gotta look at some of these characters, like going out of their way to come over to my house and stuff. And you're like, man, y'all are being weird, right? So I distance myself. Well, their big thing is they want to be number one in the area of country credibility. Well, I'm sorry, I just shit all over y'all, because look at this. Like, what are you going to say? This app that is designed to collect data on musicians and song credits and records. I didn't create the app. The app wasn't created for me. But the app tells you the truth. Like when I'm out here saying, dude, I'm the biggest independent artist in the world. Well, I ain't lying. I ain't just saying that for no reason. I'm saying that because you can fact check that and look. Well, now there's a music app that is like, well, he's in the top 0.01 for artists and songwriters. Thank you, because everyone else has been lying their ass off. But why? Why? But anyway, the girls are taking a nap and I'm organizing my little wood shop area. Because I ain't been in here in a minute. I'm finna go make me some chocolate milk. Hot chocolate. Hot chocolate.